How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. It's been a very long time since I've looked at God's Unchained. And in short, we've just been making lower lows, and I'm talking about all-time lows here. So, although I'm looking at the Coinbase chart, and it has wicked up to $9, but the recorded high is 883. And the recently recorded all-time low is at 163. So just to show you on the daily chart what that looks like, from when it was listed on Coinbase, it has just literally sold off through every support and resistance zone. And I'm not certain that we're done. It would be lovely to see it bounce from where it is, but with what's gone on with Bitcoin today, where it's just had a really big nosedive, it's not going to do any of the altcoins any good at all. So I'll zoom into the hourly and show you essentially. So we've put the all-time low in just over 4 hours ago, and from then we've had a little move from 163, and we're currently standing at 171, where we do seem to have a little bit of resistance there, which was where essentially we've tiny bit of resistance. I can't tell how significant these resistance zones are going to be. They've just essentially been pauses as we've fallen, and now it's, as we try and spike back up, we're going to have to just gauge sort of hour by hour, move by move, where these things, like where it can break through some minor resistance, or whether it's going to be significant resistance. So I've pegged out a few for the short term if God does want to make an upswing move. So we've obviously got the first one where we are now at $1.71. The next one is $1.78. Then we've got $1.88. Then we've got circa $2. That could be a couple of pennies below, a couple of pennies above, because we do seem to have, I didn't want to put too many lines in here, but what I will say is that circa $2 is going to be significant, because we do seem to have about 3 different areas of resistance blocking us around there. From $2, we've then got $2.19, $2.23, and $2.34. Just following how this was looking on its way down, where it was bouncing and finding support, and then obviously this has been acting as resistance after we lost support. And then from there we've got 240, 255, then 276, which is a very significant, that acted as some very good support for us, but then acted as really significant resistance. And then after that we've got the 786 at 316. Now from where we are, that's a 2x, so it is going to be a while before we get anywhere near the 786. Yeah, it's a very steep road to climb, if I'm being brutally honest, guys. This is not one that I will be holding in the short term until it tends to level out with this sort of pattern on the daily chart, not just the hourly chart. So God's isn't looking great, I have to be honest. I am super bullish on this on the long term. I think if you're holding, then if you've got the tolerance to stay in, then basically through 2022 these play to earn games are going to absolutely fly. However, in the short term, I don't actually know how low this one can go. All I can do is pull out the percentages as to when this thing wants to fall off the table, how low we are going, and the only positive there is that following each significant drop, where we have fallen from realistically the 382 to the 0.5, and then from the 0.5 to the 618, and then from the 618 to the 786, from each of these has kind of tailed off and not been as severe. So what would be nice to see now is some sideways action and leveling off. So really not falling below 160, and then hopefully we'll begin an uptrend. Not financial advice, but as I say, it's not one that I could recommend anyone buying into at this point, unless you have a tolerance to go lower before you go higher. All right, best of luck. See you all soon.